Now there is once the guy's finished at Widnes, the auditor, the administrator, we are actually bringing him in to do to check our predictions, because I'm sure every week I tell him a prediction and I get marked on the wrong one.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not going to do it live this week because I've not got the laptop to it, so I'm going to have to watch the video back.
Right, okay. Right, well, make sure you do, because I think there's
I think I last week, I think I got 3 right.
I think it was 2, actually.
3.
It was 2, because I also got 2.
Saints.
No, you got 2 on the tipping. You got 2 on the tipping.
Saints, Catalans and Warrington. 3.
You only got 2 points.
We did Catalans by 20, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, there's still 1.
Yeah, right.
I had Saints, Catalans and Warrington.
Shush. It's time now for the prediction. We've got to do it because we have to cut this bit out and do it later, so it's like we're just doing a new thing. So it's time now for the famous prediction. I'll tell you what, it's good to see. More people actually having a go and sending their own in.
Good.
And therefore, they can't abuse us when they get it wrong as well. I like that.
You have to do it on Monday. When
we don't know the weather, the teams,
injuries.
What's going to happen.
Not a single squad has been announced yet. We're
No.
brave
And
enough
we're
to
here.
predict.
Colours to the mast.
As we know, the 19-man squad, the biggest shambles in Super League these
Gentlemen,
days.
can I just say thank you very much to Bill Leafgore. Thanks, Gary. Have you seen this?
No.
Have you not seen it? Thanks, Gary.
If you didn't write in the paper, they'd have nothing to put in that letters page.
Thanks, Gary. The start of the season has been pretty depressing time for us at Wigan fans, but I feel much better now after reading Gary's score prediction that Wigan certainly won't make the top 5. Thanks, Gary. Bill Leafgore from Wigan.
All right,
yeah, cheers,
well done, Bill.
Thanks.
Right, Leeds against Castleford. It's the big one. You know what? I think they're all big games this week. Leeds, barring St Helens will care. Leeds Cass. Where are you going, Ledge?
Well, Castleford, they'll be certainly looking for a response. The Defo Pal will be looking for a response, won't it? And we know Cass over the last 2 or 3 years have battered Leeds, but I feel as though with the dig what they had against Catalans and the confidence what was got from there, there's plenty of confidence, and a few of the players had to smile on his face. I'm hoping Sutcliffe stays at 6. They'll come out with the same sort of attitude. I think this could be us on. I think this could be maybe the turning point for us on Thursday. I'm going Leeds.
By?
I'm going Leeds by 10.
10? 10? 10? All right. Phil?
I'm going to pander to all the people that love my pro-Leeds bias.
Hey,
So,
Phil,
Leeds
after
by-
Leeds' performance, I was like, don't you go Cass.
Leeds
I'll
by
strangle
4.
you.
I'm going
Leeds by 4.
Leeds by 4.
I'm just having a bit of a word here with Trent Merrin. Should we get your Trent Merrin here? St George, what? No, I don't want to do that. I said Cass by 8 earlier, and I think I'm going to stick with that. That's where the bookies have got Leeds at the moment, anyway. So Cass can't be as bad as they were, can they?
No.
Last week,
Impossible.
And Cass are still better than Leeds. So ergo, Cass will win. It's not an anti-Leeds thing. Just think Cass will win. Cass by 8. But if I was Leeds, the other week when they didn't kick the ball at Kieran Dixon, kick the ball at Greg Eden this week. Just an idea.
Will he be playing? The question: will he be playing?
He will. Cass can't be as bad. I didn't see the Leeds game. Clearly they had a dig, or they would have got well beaten. I'm not so sure being at home's a good environment for them. I know they've played a lot of the games away, but the atmosphere won't be great if they go behind early. I think either Leeds win or they get blown away. And I'm going to say that Cass can't be as bad. They're going to win. I'll go Cass by 14. There we go. I've said it now. Hull against Warrington Friday night. This is a decent game, this one.
Good game. And I say Steve Price, I would imagine. Well, he said after the game on Thursday night that some players need to take a bit of a look at themselves, and they'll be doing it as individuals, never mind as a team collectively. But I just feel as though Hull, they want to put a marker down. They want to say, right, okay, we're going to be in the top 5. This home game for us, this will put a marker down for us. So I'm going for the black and whites. I don't think there'll be much in it. So you know what number's coming up now, don't you? There'll be a drop goal. You know what number's coming? Hull by 7! 7!
I had him at varying different sizes last week.
Oh, yeah. Well, shall we just do that and then that and then that and then that and then you can edit it in?
So Hull by 7.
Hull by 7. Mark Sneed drop goal.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Interesting. I thought we sat next to Bruce Forsyth then. Good game. I think
You remind me of Bruno Tognoli.
Phil, have you had too much wine?
Isn't that
have you had
something,
too much wine in
something you
Catalans?
eat in an Italian
I don't
restaurant?
know.
I'll have a plate of Bruno Toglione.
Are you sure you ain't got them biscuits from Amsterdam?
They were the cake.
Yeah, why can't they
Don't
mention
mention
it to see
Don't give them any Leeds players, whatever you do.
I think Steve Price will have exactly the motivation he needs to get into his team this week, saying if we are serious about going one better than last year, which is what we set out to do in pre-season, we have to have that air of ruthlessness about us. So I'm going to go in a high-scoring game, Warrington by 8.
That first 20 minutes last week at Bellevue was scary. I think Warrington, and they can disagree with me, I don't care to get these things wrong. I think they're winning games and then just, right, we've won this now, let's save a bit for next week. And you're right, one day they will get caught out perhaps. And I'm sure they're not doing that, and that's just my theory. I don't think this will be that week though. No Jamie Shaw for Hull because he picked up a head knock. And there's not enough time between games for him to recover.
That's a bit of a worry.
That's
that
3,
for
isn't
you.
it? Yeah.
So, but as we heard on from Rhinos after the game yesterday, who went to full back?
I don't know, wasn't there?
Griffin went to full back and did well.
One man of the match, I think.
Tries.
I wanted to say Connor, but no, it's Griffin. I think it'll be, like Phil said, a high scoring game, but I'm going to go Warrington, and I'm going to go Warrington by 10.
I think when you win a game like Hull won last week, they'll be buoyant this week because it's a pressure reliever. You go to London and lose, and it would have been doom and gloom. They'll be rubbing their hands together, getting ready for this one. I think their forwards will be ready for this one. Warrington, if they had 18 start last week, would probably have got beat. I know they had a big advantage and they switched off. They won't get that chance at all. I think Hull are going to try and duff them up. I think Hull will duff them up. I think they've got the forwards to get stuck in. I'm going to go for Hull by 2. I think it'd be really close. Hull by 2. But I think this is a big game for. I think we find out more about Hull this week than Warrington. I could forgive Warrington going there and losing.
I think Warrington also have got a much bigger turnaround than Hull, and that might have an impact.
Could do. It could do. Yeah, you bang right. It could do.
And Warrington losing some energy late in games. They had the short term from Catalans as well. So anyway, we shall see.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not that I'm trying to change your mind.
It's all right. I'm quite capable of losing my own money. I don't need your help. St Helens by Hull KR. I don't even want to discuss this game. I just want to know by how many.
50.
I think there'll be a bit more resilience than that from Hull KR, but 24.
I've got the Hull KR kicker here, so he's not doing anything on the Friday. I think it'd be like that game when they played London the other week, and it'd just be a job done from Saints, and they beat London by 26, so I'm going to go Saints by 26.
I think they beat London by 26 because London had a dig in the second half. It was 18-0 at half-time. They could have got blown away. That was another one-try effort, wasn't it? That was a costly one. I think they will get blown away. 46. If Hull KR have got any sense here, they send 17 kids and a guy who's old enough to drive the bus.
I'll tell you what I saw in that second half, 10 minutes before half-time in the second half, if St Helens want to get 50, they'll get 50 in the first half.
Yeah, well, that's my... I just don't see why Hull KR... They've got to pick their battle. They don't go for me. They don't bother going, lads.
I agree.
Right, okay. London against Huddersfield on Sunday. Gary Schofield.
Yeah, it's another big game for London, isn't it? And dare I say, they would have ticked maybe a box of knocking all over. They didn't do there. Huddersfield, yeah, they got that win against Wigan. They played all right against Saints for 40. Did pretty well against Rovers last week. Yeah, I think maybe they're just getting a bit of confidence back from there, and they're saying it themselves. They want to go on the run now. They want to get that consistency. I don't think it'll be easy for the Giants, but I just feel as though the way they turn the corner a bit, I think Huddersfield. I'm going to go Huddersfield by 10.
I have a feeling that, as we've said all along, London know the games London need to win, and they have come off a great away performance. They've just lost at home. I think they'd earmark these 2 games saying we'll have to win one of them. So I'm going for London extremely narrowly, but maybe no more than 6 points in it. But I think the Broncos will win.
It's a great weekend of unpredictable fixtures. So it's great news for what's he called, Robert Elston. London.
Yeah, Hull KR don't bother sending it to
the listeners. Are split here.
Yeah,
they really are on this game.
I'm going to go with London as well. I don't know how much we read into that Huddersfield performance last week. The only worry for London is, of course, less time to prepare, and they come off a tougher fixture. But I'm going to go with London by 2.
I'm getting worried now because I've agreed with the legend on all the others, and I'm agreeing with him here. As much as I want London to win, and this is not an I want London to win to keep the battle going.
Yeah.
I think Huddersfield have had a turnaround. They went to Wigan and won. And all right, you say, well, Wigan have only won twice. They went to Wigan and won, and that takes them doing. They had a big game on Friday. They've had a lot of injuries. They brushed aside Ulcar. They did it effortlessly. There's an expectation London want to win this game, and it doesn't always work out as you want it. I think the Giants will win. I don't think it'll be easy. I don't think it ever will be. I'll go 8. Giants by 8, I think, in that one. Wakefield, Salford. So, Wakey, who've lost 3 times at home already this season, they need a win, Gary.
They do need a win, and Salford need a win as well, to be honest with you. And if the conditions are pretty decent, this will be an open game, because at times both teams like to play touch and pass, don't they? So I think it will be a high-scoring game. Who could be the difference? The way that Jason Hastings is playing from there, and yeah, Wakefield, there'll be pressure on them from their own fans as well. You know, they've lost a couple of home games what they maybe should have won, and they haven't done. But Salford need a reaction. They still want to make it sure they're in that top 5. Could this maybe a 1 point difference? But I just feel as though pressure's on Wakefield. I'm not so sure they can handle it, fellas. I'm not so sure they can handle it. I'm going Salford by 8.
I think the way Wakefield came home against Warrington, you could see that Chris Chester was delighted with his team, proud of his team, the character that they showed, to put themselves in a position where they could have won it. I think the fact that they have lost another very narrow game, and all the defeats have been narrow ones at home, they need to turn that round, and I think they will. I think Salford will be more crestfallen by their home defeat to Wigan than
Not as crestfallen as me, mate, I can tell you.
So I'm going Wakefield by 12.
Here's the crucial thing about last week's game against Warrington. Because Warrington were very clever in the first 20 minutes to kick it at the left-hand side, who were a new thing. The good news is, or should be, Bill Tupu should be back this weekend. Hope Max Jarrett stays in the team. I thought he got much better as the game went on. Wakefield by, I'll go 8 again.
Yeah, big loss for Salford at the weekend. It was a game. They're at a level where those are the games they need to win if they're going to improve the level. I just think Wakey will have too much, and it was interesting after the Warrington game. Steve Price was gutted in the thing. He'd won. Chester was quite happy. They'd lost. I think that response, as you said, was a good one. I think they'll have too much, and I think the problem Salford might have, having played Wigan, who we know are quite a physical team. Wakefield are going to give them plenty as well in the middle.
3 days extra rest.
Yeah, I'd have to go Wakey by 14. I think they'll win quite comfortably. And the last one of the weekend then, Wigan against Catalans, 3 o'clock kick-off on Sunday. Gary, where are you going?
Yeah, pretty. Just round up pretty quickly. Catalans still got the problem on the road. Wigan, yeah, good performance booster. Williams hat-trick. Greenwood, he's out though, Greenwood, isn't he, from there? But I just feel as though Wigan have enough. Catalans ain't got the troubles over with the travelling. I'm going Wigan by 16.
I think this will be quite a low-scoring game, because I don't think there's a huge amount of creativity in either side at the moment. But I just think that Wigan needed and got a really hard-fought win on the road. I don't think they're going to give that up now at home. So I'm going to go Wigan by 6.
I can't go with the Catalans line. I've got to side with Wigan on this one. Adrian Lamb was scoffed at a couple of weeks ago by some of our colleagues saying they turned the corner when they lost the other week, but it appears he was right. He knows his team better than we do.
Well, one win is not a turn in the corner. It might be an application of the brake, so the skid is stopped.
Application of a job. So I think they'll pull themselves away from Leeds at the bottom of the table. And again. I'll go for Wigan. Oh, it's going to be by 8 again. 8 everywhere. 8. Wigan by 8.
I think the Dragons are going to win. I think they'll go. I think you've just nailed it. I think it'll be a really competitive game. Williams got a hat-trick last week. There's no Greenwood outside him. That is a huge loss to him. I think that could be a huge loss to Wigan.
Cassiano will be a week fitter.
Yeah, will Moore and Bird be back this week? Yeah. So that's going to. They've had 2 weeks off in effect.
Tompkins as well coming back to Wigan.
To come back. Tompkins to win it by 1. Tompkins drop goal.
That's exactly what Andy says on social media as well.
Good stuff.
Tompkins 79th minute drop goal winner.
Yeah, Wigan cost me a fortune. They could have won this week. I wouldn't have been bothered last week. No, never mind. Right, that's it. Thanks to Gary as ever. Thanks to Phil. Thanks to you, Fortune. Thanks to Richard. Thanks to everyone that stuck with us. A few technical issues, but I think we got away with it. And I do appreciate it. Keep subscribing on YouTube if you haven't already done so. Keep subscribing, downloading the podcast. Great numbers. Where were we in Luxembourg this week?
400.
Gone down. We need to improve in Luxembourg. If you're listening in Luxembourg, sort it out.
We've gone below Whippets and Fat Cats and they've given up.
We will see you later. We'll be back next week. Thanks a lot.